Ladies and gentlemen, the Speedster, but first went to the hobby store and I got them reserved, and it's probably going to be a next build for me personally, and that is the series called 86, and I don't know if it's by Bandai and or it's an actual series that you can get, but there's 3 kits. One of them is the Juggernaut, and there's 2 versions of it, but it's basically it's the same thing, just 2 different boxes and something to get with it. And then you get a female girl, which I'll probably get her last, which usually is the opposite, but these are cheaper than the girl. But anyway, that is just pretty darn slick, and the box art on it, I think, pretty much sold me on it. So that's going to be probably up real close. It is just odd, almost M-A-K or SF3D-ish, somewhere around there. But anyway, the Juggernaut, those kits were just pretty darn cool to look at. So anyway, that will be probably up next. But the Speedster, and we got to talk about a couple things. I did get I haven't got the engines glued in, but they're really in there tight. The main body, you get 2 pieces. You get the front and you get the back. They technically do not fit, and when I say that is right there. I know it's hard to see with the translucent resin here, but I hate to be nasty here, but basically you're not going to have, it doesn't really, nothing to fit, nothing to slide. It's just basically you just kind of wedge it in there, and there's really no connecting point whatsoever. Have you ever seen like old sculpted kits that are made in resin kits? Even I've done it too, where basically didn't really have room or enough to make a connecting point, so you kind of had to sand it down, round it, and just kind of hope it fits. That's basically what this is. You can probably see a gap in there on both sides, but anyway, I got it to fit. Basically just shoved it in there. And one thing you're going to have to do first, unless if they redo it, you got to put the girl together, which I did get her assembled, legs, arms. Got her assembled first, got her to fit on here, and then had to adjust this just right to get her, because her hands are molded to the handlebars, so you got to get the orientation of her arms to fit on there. And I am really close, and if I'm a little off, that's fine. We'll just we'll shove some epoxy putty in there, and we'll call it good. But anyway, that's a little my only really gripe is that didn't fit. And you get one little part, which I assume is like a intake, and I think it fits in something like that. So we'll try to get that shoved in. Now there's holes in it. That's for it to cure, which is no big deal. We'll fix that with some styrene louvers, if you will. We'll put that in. Well, anyway, we'll try to get that glued and take care of. But anyway, I wanted to show that. That's about the only really tricky part, is to get her to fit and get the I'm going to call it speeder bite, make her arms fit and everything. But anyway, other than that, one side fits really well. The other side there is a little bit of a gap. I mean, it's not much, but anyway, I either didn't hold my tongue right in getting it adjusted, or it's just the way it is. But anyway, other than that, that looks pretty darn slick. It's different and odd, and that just cures the modeling bug, I think. But anyway, only a side note here, kind of wish the helmet was separate, so you could put it anywhere you want, or if you wanted to get all crazy, put it on her, but anyway, there is that. And with these 3D print kits, you do get a stand. The stand is pretty darn cool, except for it has a weak point, and that is the actual pole stand, and it was already broke when I got it, but that's about the only fragile thing, because it actually, if you see it's got a nice hole in it, so you can mount it, and it does fit, but the weight of that is, I mean, we're gonna have to get a. I may have to go get some. We'll have to get some brass tube about that diameter and shove it up in there and make it sturdy. That's my only really gripe with the 3D print kits on the stand. The stand's great. I mean, you know, you don't have to do the diorama work or anything. It's just the actual mounting bracket. I think should be left off in more of a, let the modeler get the brass tube or clear rod or whatever to put on it. But anyway, other than that, base is pretty darn sharp. So we'll do the same thing like we did the other 3D one I did. We'll add some a little bit of groundwork on here because she's like a swoop or a speeder bike, flying through it. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. Show you all the Juggernaut, which we'll probably end up doing that pretty real soon. And we are tinkering with the Speedster, so hopefully I'll get her finished, glued up, and then we'll start working filling in some joints on the speeder bike, and I'll have to get her mounted on the bike itself so I can get her glued down, secured, and then get her wrist connected to her hands there. But anyway, that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.